Alright, blood. So, it been a goddamn second since we was in the mix. But, we're back. And quick recap on me and my bitch are no longer together. Surprise, surprise, I say, like, I kind of live by the motto that simping ain't pimping. And, we was just kind of, like, on different shit. Like, I was trying to make money and get rich. Like, she was just trying to do drugs. Like, she literally quit her job and took a sabbatical to do meth. You think I'm fucking around? I got left for a bag of crystals. Some shit you might see in Breaking Bad. Whatever. Like I said, we wish her the best. God bless her soul. All that shit. What else? Oh my god. I gotta apologize also to the kids. The fucking children. Anybody under the age of 18 who might be viewing my content. Because I unknowingly had a predator on this goddamn channel. And if you want to find out who it is, just one person hop in the comment section and be like, yo, who the fuck is it? Like I say, I'll show y'all some messages. Y'all fucking be scrolling through like, did EDP write this shit? Like, if your first time viewing that, you will literally be like, where is Batman when you need him? Like, you'll be like, somebody put this nigga in Arkham. Like, you'll be thinking like, please, somebody call Chris Hansen. Maybe Jadeon. Like, it's really like that, you guys. And so, like I say, I'm super fucking sorry. I had no idea. I don't even want to get into that anymore. What else? This has nothing to do with anything, but, this is like some super lighthearted shit, I guess. But, one of my homeboys, because, like, lately, since me and my girl not a thing no more, I've been kicking it with the guys. And, every time we hanging out, like, one of my homeboys, he show up wearing his sandals, and we be like, yo, dog, like, yo, put some fucking socks on. And he'll be like, yo, nah, bro, I'm just wearing my thongs. I'll be like, yo, no straight man says that. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section when you hanging out with the guys, like, because we be like hotboxing. We'll be in like this tiny ass room. We'll be like 4-5 guys in there. This nigga will just be flip flops on. He'll be wiggling his toes. I'll be like, is this nigga flirting with us? Like, let me know in the comment section. Is that a guy code violation? Because like, to show up around all your homies, displaying your dogs. I don't know, like I say, man, it's 2025. I'll be trying to keep an open mind, but at the same goddamn time, I'll be like, oh my, jeez, like, yo. Anyway, we gonna be talking about this, David motherfucker, because I just been seeing this nigga everywhere, and I had never heard of him before, but like, they gotta be making, like, a movie, or maybe, like, a Netflix TV series out of this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, the script is writing itself. I just keep seeing the story get brazier and brazier. I'm like, oh, wait a second. What the fuck? Yo, God rest her soul, but a 15-year-old in the trunk? Y'all let me know in the comment section. And then also, y'all gotta, like, let me know. I'm not trying to chat too long, but what happened to the days where the criminals was actually trying to get away? Because, like, I'll be seeing, like, shit like this. Like, yo, this nigga... He got some questionable lyrics where he talking about, what's her name, Celeste. He's talking about her death, I guess, He's talking about, I don't care about the law when I'm with you. And like, Jesus Christ, nigga, where the fuck is Vitley? Fuck, Vitaly, however you say that nigga's name. But like I say, like, what happened to the days where the criminals was trying to get away? Because, like, if I caught a fucking body, man, like, I'd, like, fucking, like, I don't even know what I'd do. Like, take that shit to the desert or something, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. Like, you really, because you can't just hop on YouTube and just be, yo, how do you get rid of a fucking corpse? Like, I feel like that might tip the FBI off, but... Regardless of that situation, the one thing I would not be doing is making a goddamn song about it. I see this nigga in motherfucking interviews. He's talking about, like, oh man, like I say, like, the song is about I killed her in the back of my mind. And I'm like, yo, this nigga sound like a lunatic. Maybe some psychopath in the interrogation room. Y'all let me know in the fucking comment section what we thinking about all this. Oh, real quick too. Shout out Blackie Speaks. I've been watching this nigga a long time. I actually was, like, privileged a couple years ago. Like I say, like, I just was talking to this nigga when I was still making music. And he probably don't even remember it. But, like, it was super duper dope. So, you know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out Blackie Speaks, man. Yo, that nigga, he a legend. Legendary.
Now, updates keep pouring in about the David story, spelled d4vd. And so far, we've learned that Celeste Rivas, A teenage girl was found in the front trunk of an impounded Tesla registered to him. Within 48 hours, LAPD searched the Hollywood Hills home David was staying at and seized multiple devices. And now the internet's been asking a lot of questions, but the biggest one is, why hasn't David been arrested yet? And why is this process taking so long? I'm locked into finding out the truth about this case, and I'll be keeping you updated every step of the way. So let's break this one down together. By now, you've probably seen the headlines. Celeste Rivas, a teenage girl, was identified after her remains were found in the front trunk of a Tesla registered to popular singer David. The car had been towed to a Hollywood impound, and that's when staff noticed a foul odor, opened the front trunk, and made the discovery. And then detectives executed a search warrant at a Hollywood Hills home where he'd been staying at and seized electronics. Popular brands who partnered with David like Hollister for campaigns pulled back, and his world tour was also put on pause, and famous celebrities like Canadian singer Tate McRae distanced herself along with singer Tally Uchis. So let's get into it. Why hasn't David been arrested yet? And what's actually happening behind the scenes? Let me walk you through this step by step. Here's what we know so far. According to the authorities, the Tesla was registered to David Burke, which is David's real name. The body inside was severely decomposed to the point where it's been difficult for the medical examiners to determine exactly what happened or how she died. Police also stated that the body had been in that Tesla for an extended period of time, though they did not specify exactly how long. In connection with this, we also know that the Tesla was towed to Hollywood Tow after it was reported abandoned. According to NBC Los Angeles, neighbors said the car had been parked there for more than a month before it was finally taken away. That explains why the smell was so overwhelming. When a body decomposes in a closed space like a car, gases build up and the odor is impossible to ignore. Believe it or not, that's actually one of the most common ways police discover remains in cases like this.
Yeah, this nigga, like I say, we love Blackie Speaks. Like I say, he a legendary, you know. But I mean, let's keep it a P, yo. This nigga, he just turned this fucking hip hop breakdown into a goddamn episode of Forensic Files. Like the way he talking, yo, he kind of sound like he did this shit before, you know, and got away with it successfully. I'm fucking around, but yo, this nigga really do kind of look like. Have y'all ever seen that cartoon Spider-Man movie? Yeah, I say, what's it called? Like Spider-Man, no return from the dimension or whatever that shit is called with the black Spider-Man. You know, he looked like that nigga's uncle, that motherfucker who died and came back to life and opened up the door, and he was like Uncle Henry. If you ain't seen the movie, that makes no sense. But if you have seen the movie, you'll get what the fuck I'm talking about.
We also know that Celeste Rivas was 14 at the time of her death. She would have
been
15 on September 7, 2025, but her body was found September 8.
Clark, it's time.
What the fuck? I still have not seen that movie. Is that Superman movie good? Let me know in the comments.
That means that it was confirmed she died at 14, not 15. And just to clear something up, early on, the medical examiner's office listed her as 15, and that's what I was going off of in my initial coverage. In reality, that detail was off, so my apologies for repeating it before the correction came out. And shout out to everyone who caught that and corrected me. We keep each other accountable on here, and that's how it should be. Now, the medical examiner office also confirmed how she was found. Celeste was wearing a tube top and small black leggings. She was described as having wavy black hair with a metal stud earring and a yellow metal chain bracelet. Something else I want to share with you is this. Even though the cause of death hasn't been released or determined yet because of the condition of the remains, one outlet, the Los Angeles Times, has reported that the authorities are treating it as a homicide. Now, to be clear, investigators still don't know who's responsible, but that's exactly what they're looking to uncover right now, and those answers will come out as the case develops. And now let's get to the actual investigation and why David hasn't been arrested yet. Within hours of Celeste being identified, LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division served a search warrant at a Hollywood Hills home where David had been staying. The home located at an upscale neighborhood on Doheny Drive, just north of Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles. And David actually doesn't own the property, but sources say detectives went in and walked out with computers and electronics. This was the first major sign that the police are actively digging into his world. So right now, there's obviously a connection between David and Celeste. Her mother, of course, confirmed she had a boy.
I just fucking realized, yo, is that like the fucking, is that the Dexter type beat in the background? This nigga Blackie Speaks might really be a serial killer. What does it say? The person whose body was found in the singer d4vd's Tesla why does he spell it that way? Never mind. I mean, this nigga paint his fucking fingernails, so then never mind. I mean, in the times when I was growing up, you know, I say, cause like, I mean, like, you know, I'm getting on up there in age. I'm in my later 20s, so I say like, when I was younger, this is the type of shit that the fucking bops used to do, you know? Like, yeah, this was only being committed by the HUDs, you know? I never seen, like, a straight man out there fucking talking about, you know what I mean? My name is fucking Adam, but, like, you know, he replaced, like, the M with a heart or something. I mean, y'all get what I'm saying? Like, nowadays, that shit is cool, but when I was coming up easy, no Diddy, that shit was kind of weird. Is no Diddy still a thing, by the way? Since that nigga, I guess, supposedly is coming home, I don't know when, but... Tesla has been identified as TMZ has spoken to a mother who says she had a boyfriend named David. Yeah, I've been seeing niggas say there's like a harrowing amount of just overwhelming evidence against this nigga. So I'm kind of wondering like why he's not a suspect of interest or something. But I mean, I also heard that he was cooperating with the police. Let me know in the comments. Is that snitching? Was this nigga in the interrogation room with some fucking Subway? Anyway, let's get back to the shit. Sorry, you guys.
Boyfriend named David, and people have pointed out things like the matching tattoos, and there's of course a bunch of photos of them together online that have surfaced along with a live stream clip. But here's the reality. Investigators are still trying to figure out just how deep that connection goes, and that's the part we don't know yet. On one hand, the Tesla was in fact registered to David, and her body was discovered inside. On the other hand, police sources have said it's one of several vehicles linked to David, and that multiple people had access to those cars at different times.
Ooh.
If you don't understand what that means, basically, most celebrities don't just, drive their own cars every single day. Their vehicles might be used by friends, family, staff, managers, drivers, or borrowed for errands. So just because the car...
Sorry to inject last time, you guys, but yeah, I feel like that would make it super difficult to try to convict him in court, you know? Like, no jury is going to be like, oh, he for sure did it if 30 people been behind the wheel. You know what I'm saying? And then also, y'all let me know in the comments, what's up with that matching tattoo? Because I seen a picture or something where they was like, oh, these motherfuckers both got a tattoo on their finger to say shh. And I was like, oh my god, yo, like, again, dog, like, yo, somebody fucking, like, you know how Batman got that little fucking light that shine in the sky so that nigga know, hey, it's time to fucking suit up, nigga, get to work. Like, yo, we need something like that, but, like, for, like, Chris Hansen and all them niggas who be, like, fucking beating up the fucking predators, you know? Because, like, I swear on everything, bro, like, yo, this shit is fucking nuts. I genuinely, like, I feel so sorry for that girl, bro. Like, she never even got a chance to live life at 14. Like, I imagine, like, my mind and just who I was at 14, 15 years old, bro. Like, I didn't even understand the world, you know? So, like, I mean, like I said, my prayers to her and her family. I don't know where the fuck her mom was at. It said she was missing for, like, 6-7 months, but... and that's weird. I mean, I'm not trying to, like, attack the family, but, like, yo, how the fuck do you just, like, let your fucking 14-year-old girl go for, like, 6-7 months? I don't know. That's just weird. The whole situation is just weird, but anyway. The matching tattoos also. Explain that to me. Please. Because, again, like, yo, we need the fucking Chris Hansen signal for that shit. I just, like, and I'm sorry I keep blabbing, but I imagine, like, because at 14 years old, in, like, middle school or whatever, 7th grade, you probably, like, telling your fucking best friends everything. I seen a clip where the teacher was talking about, yeah, you know, I got a picture of Celeste and this motherfucker, and, like, you know, she was talking about I'm dating this famous rapper, and I'm like, why was the police not privy to this?
The car, the Tesla, was in David's name, doesn't automatically prove that he was the one behind the wheel or the one who put Celeste there. And that's where caution comes in, because detectives can't just rely on paperwork. They need hard proof. It's not enough to point to the registration. They need forensic evidence and a clear timeline that ties a specific person to that trunk. Without that, an arrest could fall apart in court. And that leads us to where the case stands right now. At the stage, police are retracing Celeste's final days and digging through the devices they seized, because whatever is on those electronics could lay the foundation for where to look next. They're also patiently waiting on forensics to close the gaps, and that's what explains the silence. In order to build a case that holds up in court, every single detail has to line up. So what exactly are investigators zeroing in on? Two critical questions. Number one, the timeline of events. They need to figure out exactly when Celeste died. As of now, they only know it was an extended period of time before. For discovery, but the
Hey,
precise time of death.
my bad. Also, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I gotta apologize. I'm on my Chromebook. I'm not getting my HP only back for like another week. But the audio on this might sound a little weird because I don't have like Bluetooth headphones, so I'm using like a pair of plugged in JBLs. But I'm gonna get some Bluetooth headphones just so I can get through this week, so I can still make videos because I've been missing making content. Love you guys. Sorry for chatting.
Has not been pinned down yet. Number two, they're trying to establish when her body was placed in the trunk and by whom. That detail alone could make or break the case. And this is what complicates everything. Detectives don't know yet when the exact moment Celeste died was, or the exact moment her body ended up in that Tesla. Until those blanks are filled in, no arrest can stick. So social media has been reacting to the fact that David hasn't been arrested yet, and yeah, there's been a lot of outrage. Some people are even saying that there must be some type of favoritism going on. Like, is he paying somebody off, to still be out on the streets? But that's not really what's happening. According to the law, he is innocent until proven guilty, okay? And as of right now, we do know that he's been cooperating with the police. Now, that doesn't automatically clear him, because even guilty people can cooperate, but it does help his case if it turns out he wasn't involved in what happened to Celeste. Here's the bigger picture. Everything right now comes down to the medical examiner. Once the medical examiner officially rules this as a homicide and determines how Celeste died, then law enforcement can move forward with charges against whoever is responsible. Until then, it's very difficult for police to move on anyone because the case wouldn't hold up in court. And David is of course connected to all this in some way because Celeste was found in a Tesla registered to him. That's the fact tying him into the investigation, but how deep that connection really goes is exactly what detectives are still working to figure out. And that's why this case feels like it's been moving slower than everyone expects. Since we're in the thick of it and everybody knows about it, everything has to be airtight here. But while the medical examiner's office does its work, the LAPD is currently going through the electronics they seized, so iPhones and MacBooks, because the digital trace can establish a timeline, location, communications, and access, and that's the stuff that either confirms or kills a theory. So as of now, all we have to do is just watch how the investigation unfolds. I trust that law enforcement is they're gonna do their thing, right? The medical examiner's ruling, the forensic evidence from those devices, and the timeline detectives are piecing together right now, those are the keys that'll decide whether David walks free or whether this turns into the biggest case of his entire life. And until those pieces lock into place, he's legally still an innocent man, of course. But none of this stuff changes the heartbreaking fact a 14-year-old girl lost her life and her body was left in the trunk of a car. I'm deeply invested in finding out what happened to Celeste, and I'm sure you are, but more importantly, who carried out this evil act against this little girl. Whoever that person is, they deserve to be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. So let's make sure we keep our focus in the right place on getting justice for Celeste and not letting the noise distract us from that. If you made it to the end, drop a like, and like I promised, I got you with every update on this David story. Just stick with me, guys, and you'll find out what exactly is happening. You'll have all the factual stuff, okay? All the factual stuff from me. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, and yeah, drop a like on this video, and hope you guys have a good Sunday. Take care of yourself, and get ready for next week, okay?
We got you, Black O here. We'll drop a like and a goddamn sub right now. Well, actually, I'm already subbed. I already liked the video too. All right, glazing. Anyway, yeah, what do y'all think about all that shit? I ain't gonna lie. I was just having a fucking conversation with somebody, and we they were saying like pretty much that us as black people is like, so even though like things ain't all the way equal and shit is so much more privileged than it used to be. And like me seeing that, because at first I was kind of like but I understood where they're coming from, because it's like we've had a black president, there's so many black millionaires out there, and like I say, it don't even come down to like skin color no more. It's all about like, yo, are you gonna fucking work hard and keep chasing your dreams even when shit fails? You gonna get what you want, or are you gonna give up and make excuses why and justify and blame other people? You know what I say? So, like, I feel like in the times we live in, and you'll see why I'm bringing this up in a minute, but, like, the times we live in, I mean, I'm not saying things are all the way right from the past, but you do have a choice to define your own future, I feel like, if you are a black person or any other race. But I digress. I say that to say, though, if this shit had happened with this nigga back in, like, the 1940s, back in the Emmett Till days, Yo, I'm telling you, bro, they would have had this nigga on a fucking tree looking like a Christmas ornament. Like, yo, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, like I said, do y'all think he actually fucking did it? Well, let me see what this shit is. I don't know if I can play his performance, but that nigga said he don't care about. Oh man, he said he don't care about the law when he would. Oh, what? A seventh grader? Because I think if you're 14, you're in like 6th or 7th grade. Or yeah, you gotta be in like 7th or 8th grade though. You can't be 14 in high school. I don't think that's a thing. He about to off himself. Keep an eye on him. Oh shit. Like, if he guilty, y'all think he did it? Whole catalog written about a 13-year-old. Oh. Nigga's whole discography was written about a pre-teen. And millions, billions of people love it. Easy. It's okay, bro. If you double amount the jail beds, it ain't that bad. Yo, do y'all think they gonna end up arresting this motherfucker? I mean, like, he definitely knows the girl from what I've seen. I could be wrong again, but, like, from what it looked like, he knows the girl. And again, if you know the girl and she's, like, winds up in the trunk, it's just, like, I don't know, man. How much do y'all believe in a motherfucking coincidence? Whole time the shirt got real blood on it. Oh wait, what? That's not a design? Oh, okay, yeah. Is he a rapper or a singer? If he's a singer, the bar for singers have been lowered. No way he didn't do it. I seen some motherfucker who was like, I don't want to be offensive, but he looked like he could have been from the Asian community. But some dude over there was talking about, like, he didn't do it. Like, I'm for sure. Like, yo, the nigga was acting like he was there when it happened. Let me know in the comments. Do y'all think this nigga d4vd, however, David, I don't know, bro. Like, do y'all think this nigga is innocent? The name, I just can't get down with that shit, bro. Like, that looked like something it looked like a 13-year-old girl came up with that name. Tell me I'm wrong. Why old dude not arrested yet? Like I say, we know why now. It would be crazy plot twist if he didn't kill her. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If he actually didn't do it, yo, the rap conspiracies is gonna fucking go on with this shit for the rest of the time, bro. Niggas is always gonna be like, yo, Dave definitely did it, bro. Like, how could they not have committed? Yo, this nigga. Ooh, excuse me. This nigga is about to become like the hip hop version of O.J. Simpson. You're going to jail, bud. He gets more cooked with every update. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, yo, somebody gotta be fucking making like a fucking some kind of fucking, you know, Animal Planet documentary or something on this nigga, bro. The script is literally writing itself. But I'm chatting. I'm so goddamn happy to be back. If you enjoyed the vid, like, sub. I love all y'all, and I'll catch you on the next one. Got more content coming soon. Peace.